It's always been, it always will be, the rivalry. Providence College against the University of Rhode Island, a different feel this year with Ed Cooley turning a new leaf and admitting what everyone else in this state has known for over 100 years. This isn't just another game. Cooley's close friend Archie Miller now leading the Rams. The two won a gold medal together in 2015 with some NBA talent with the Team USA Under-19 team. Some NBA talent courtside as well in Kingston. Jimmy Butler and Kyle Lowry checking in as their Heat beat the Celtics last night. The Stars watching the game with their assistant coach, Anthony Carter. For the game, a moment of silence for two legendary Rams who recently passed away, Jimmy Wright and Don Call. Call, the Rogers High School star and URI Hall of Famer, the voice of the Rams for 25 years on the radio, his partner Steve McDonald back on the call tonight. After tip-off, the Rams and Friars were trading punches. Malik Martin with a hoop and some harm. Rhode Island up as many as 4 early, but the visitors putting together a run late in the first half. Devin Carter the steal and slam. He walks the walk and talks the talk. Final seconds of the first, Bryce at the buzzer. Bryce Hopkins helping the Friars end the first half on a 17-2 run. Providence with the hustle and the dagger. The loose ball finds Jarrett Bynum for 3 on his 14 points. Bounce back performance for the senior. PC ends up beating URI 88-74. Back-to-back wins over Rhodey for the Friars, their first win at the Ryan Center since 2015.
We can win big here. Really can. I'm not the only one who's probably thought that or said that. It's a great place, and I look forward to that day.
Back to the gridiron, senior day in Kingston. URI's 18 upperclassmen honored before Saturday's game, including Evan Stewart, who hops on this fumble after the strip sack to tie the regular season finale with Albany at 7. Rhode Island would go on to win 35-21. They have a chance at an FCS playoff spot in tomorrow's Selection Sunday show.
Going out with a bang if this was going to be the last one. You know what I mean? You want to go out on a high note. We had a long season. Some things didn't go our way. You know what I mean? But this team, as you guys know, this team has a lot of fight. We got a lot of good players on this team, a lot of big-time transfers that came in, a lot of dogs that were already here with a great coaching staff. You know, when you're running behind this guy, it's pretty easy. You know what I mean? You got a goat for a coach. You know what I mean?
The New England Patriots fell short this afternoon in their home opener to the Baltimore Ravens, 37-26. They kept it close throughout until the fourth quarter when quarterback Mac Jones threw his third interception and then left the game with an injury. The backup quarterbacks for the Patriots are 36-year-old Brian Hoyer and rookie quarterback Bailey Zappi. From Foxborough, Adam Bernstein, ABC 6 Sports. Mac Jones had a difficult time shaking off the rust in tonight's game after missing 3 weeks due to a high ankle sprain. He left this game in the second quarter after throwing an interception, but Pats fans, don't worry, be Zappi, as Bailey Zappi entered this game. The rookie comes in and hits Jacoby Myers for 30 yards and then drives down the field to give the Pats the lead in the second. That would be all for the Patriots, as it was Justin's field tonight. The Bears offense danced around the defense, and Chicago wins 33-14. New England will take on the New York Jets from MetLife Stadium next Sunday. From Foxborough, I'm Adam Bernstein, ABC 6 Sports. Patriots entered this week with quarterback concerns. Mac Jones coming in with something to prove, however, most of the Patriots' points being scored by way of the kick. Nick Folk went 5 for 5 on field goals, and the Patriots end up winning this game 22-17. Coach Bill Belichick moves into second all-time in career wins with 325, passing George Halas. From MetLife Stadium, I'm Adam Bernstein, ABC 6 Sports. As Brown head coach Mike Martin walked out of his post-game press conference tonight, he had a reminder for the media and to all Rhode Islanders. He said, quote, "There are still 4 teams in Rhode Island in a hostile environment at Bryant." During rivalry weekend, Martin certainly put his team on the map if they weren't already. The Bears underdogs in Smithfield without 2 starters in a packed Chase Athletic Center. Bryant beating Syracuse last weekend, and with Cincinnati looming Sunday, Bruno caught the dogs sleeping. Keno Willie Jr. was downhill, and Brown went up 20 at halftime, their largest lead, 23. In the second half, Brown going for some energy, the dunk blocked by Kalu Anaya. They'd connect on the other end to keep Bryant at arm's length. Late in the game, Sharif Gross-Bullock with the hammer to bring Bryant within 9, getting the blackout crowd on its feet. But it was too little, too late. Paxton Wojcik gets above the rim. He had a game-high 18 points. Brown pulls off the upset, beating Bryant on the road 72-60. If you don't know, now you know. There are 4 teams playing Division I basketball in Rhode Island.
I prepared them for this coming. I could feel it. I've been doing this a long time, and I could feel this coming. I felt it the last 2 days. I felt it this morning, and it came. So because of that, they were going to play through it, get through it, or take it. And we took it.
In Kingston, the Rhodey women trying to extend their winning streak to 7 games as they host Maine. Sayani Lassiter passing right around her defender. A dime to Maye Torre. Torre, the game's leading scorer, with 13 later on. Dolly Cairns would get an open behind the line, connecting for a three-pointer. Only 3 triples for the Rams in a defensive battle. Rhodey comes out with a big win, 63-43 for their 7th straight win. When Rhode Island played Buffalo this week, head coach Tammy Reese said her team couldn't defend her 67-year-old mother. They were playing so poorly after only giving up 48 points this afternoon. We wondered if Mom could get buckets against today's defense.
First of all, Mom's not 67. She corrected me. She's 70. I said, Mom, it doesn't matter. They still couldn't guard you at 70. Today, Mom was getting no buckets. Mom was going to have to work. It would have been a problem for Doretta today.
Rhode Island continue to unload some of that depth. Abby Renat and Inez DeBraz check in, along with Dutat, Torre, and Phillips. So Torre, the only starter on the floor for Rhode Island at the moment. And Rhode Island ahead by 4. DeBraz, the ball handler. Moving in, Renat. But Weimer had another option. She's able to bring it back down, but it's rebounded by Pena. Pena, pass inside of Crisp. Crisp puts it up. Some good defense from Rhode Island, but that doesn't faze Crisp. Dutat. Phillips looking to get trapped over on the left side. Now DeBraz from the top of the key. Torre hesitated, but she takes the long 2, and it's rebounded by Weimer.
Torre definitely has that in her arsenal. Shouldn't have hesitated first, should have took the shot as she had it. Good spacing, but nonetheless couldn't get it to fall.
Weimer to Johnson. Now moving inside Crisp. She has to kick it out. That ball no good. Nice shot, but it rattles out at the last second there from Pena. Pena calling for it again. She'll take one from behind the arc. No good. Rebounded by Torre. DeBraz trying to set up a play now for Rhode Island. Phillips moves inside, working around the defense on the baseline. Kicked out to DeBraz. And that's going to be a backcourt violation. And fans do not like it.
I hate to disagree, Adam, but DeBraz touched it at the last second right before going over half court. We'll take a look at it again. Good defense there from Johnson. There's the touch there from DeBraz.
Off the fingertip there. So Tammy Reese not really pleading her case on that one, as she kind of knew that was a backcourt violation, but certainly not the turnovers and the mistakes that you like to see if you're Rhode Island. Also, one of their last 8 now is BU, after taking that timeout, has picked up some momentum. I want to go back to Rhode Island. You're right, could really use a bucket. A scoring drought of 3 minutes and 29 seconds.
Leading the way for BU has been Weimer. She's got 5 points with 7 rebounds as well. 2 blocks to go along with that. And she's the first player in BU's history to ever win a Defensive Player of the Year in the Patriot League. And she's showing so definitely today at the Ryan Center.
Yeah, certainly on double-double watch as well early in this one. Now DeBraz out to Phillips. Phillips from range as that one rattles out. A nice look from Sophie P.
Good catch and shoot opportunity for Phillips. Notice the space, a great shooter and great recognition, but again, so Rhode Island still in this drought.
Picked up by Phillips, but she slips. And now an opportunity for BU. And trying to save it there with Sheehan, and she'll get it off of DeBraz. He'll stay with the Terriers.
So if that little fumble up with Phillips counts, that'll be 9 steals for Rhode Island. And looking at the score now, it's tightly contested, but you would think Rhode Island would be up by a little bit more with 9 steals.
Sheehan working around the screen, but it's going to go back to Rhode Island as they get a moving pick.
Offensive foul charged to BU's number 44, Sam Crisp. Her first personal.
And Crisp picked up her back foot there on that screen, causing DeBraz to draw the offensive foul, or excuse me, for Crisp to draw the offensive foul, but Braz a great job of selling it.
Now Renat.
to Phillips. Phillips back to Renat. Renat trying to move inside. Sheehan deflects it. Now Torre spinning around and laying it in. Maya Torre is so good inside the paint, and you see exactly why right there.
And she makes it look easy with that footwork, that little 1-2 step she's got down low. Really going to her advantage so far.
One of the younger players. Obviously, we talk about the veteran leadership on Tammy Reese's team, but one of the younger players for Rhode Island that I'm sure they're definitely looking forward to having in the future. It's a little backdoor pass there for Caitlin Weimer, and she's able to get it back down to a 2-point game.
Torre jumping the trap at the top of the key, leaves Weimer wide open for another BU bucket.
2-point lead now for Rhode Island. Screen from Torre, she calls for it. Looking for a give and go, but Phillips will take the three. Too strong. As it will go back to BU. Foul looked like on the rebound there from Rhode Island, and it's charged to Maya Torre, who would check out. That was her second. Tanamagasa will check back into the game for the Rams with 1:24 remaining here in the first half.